Anyways, when it comes to Warner Brothers Discovery, the CFO says the company is now done removing, canceling content. Finally, Jesus Christ. Oh, good. Finally, we're stopping this. We're stopping this right here. My God. So, yes. Everybody, anytime that there was like another show or cartoon, Looney Tunes, whatever the hell, that was being removed off of HBO Max, it was like, what the hell is going on over there when it comes to Warner Brothers Discovery? But the CFO, Mr. Gunnar Wiedenfels, I always say I don't know if I'm saying his name right or whatever, but he says the write-downs are done and they're focusing on relaunching and building in 2023. Gunnar Wiedenfels talked to Citibank conference and the Hollywood Reporter as the comments that he made about their recent moves in removing content and canceling programming. Such maneuvers have come under fire from both fans and the shows affected and the creative teams that put their hearts and souls into these shows and movies. The CFO said that decisions to cut content stemmed from a reflection of an industry that went overboard, that went on a spending frenzy. I've talked about this before, guys, and this is what's happening when it comes to the streaming services, especially Netflix. These streaming services were trying to fill up their library so then they can get people to subscribe to the streaming service. So they were just throwing money at whatever, especially Netflix. Obviously, that's why Netflix is just constantly canceling shows because they can't afford it. They can't afford it anymore. They have a cash flow problem. Now, that's what happens. It's like you throw too much money at things, guess what? You're going to have a cash flow problem because we know that Netflix is now losing subscribers. But that's what he was talking about right there. And I know a lot of people were hating on it, but you got to look at it from a business side. That's the thing. And that's what was going on when Zaslav and crew came in. They had to make these tough decisions. Obviously, it sucks for the creators and the people involved because then they don't see what they wanted. But then everybody wants to blame and say like, oh yeah, you guys are evil and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like, no, you don't really have to blame the new regime. You have to blame the old regime for spending way too much. And that's the thing. That's what's been happening in the last couple of years. But that's what happened because COVID just totally pushed streaming, just put it at the forefront, shoved it forward where everybody was like, oh my God, we got to put as much streaming as possible because people were locked down in their homes. Movie theaters were closing. So then they were like, okay, we have to do something. And obviously streaming was, what the hell? I always love it when people like honk outside. Okay, if you honk outside when we have these, these crazy things called cell phones, you're a dick. That person's a dick. Anyway, sorry, got a little distracted. I just love it when people honk. You're still honking in 2023? You have a cell phone. Send a text. Call. Anyways, back to what I was saying, which I lost my train of thought, but hey, I'll try to regain it. But yes, when it comes to streaming services, yeah, that's why this is all happening. And I know it sucks. It definitely sucks, but apparently it's all ended. And yes, stop spending so much money. They gotta watch the money. They gotta watch the money, guys.